Hello, I am Travis Montgomery. Thank you for listening to my speech. If you know anything about me, you know that my topic must be something nerdy and stupid. So I decided to do a little research on animals you can ride in the Final Fantasy franchise, and I found out some interesting things. So without further ado, these are my top 3 reasons why Chocobos are the worst animals to ride in that video game franchise of all time. For those of you who are unfamiliar with chocobos, they are fictional, large, flightless birds resembling an ostrich with eagle-like features, most notably their beaks and their claws. They also are covered in their signature yellow feathers, though they can be found in other colors as well. Yellow is definitely the most dominant, it's most common. You'll see yellow chocobos everywhere. But let's move on to why they're just terrible. First off, they are loud. Have you ever been around a large bird before? When they open their mouth to say something, it's like a cruel air horn prank. Some people find the chocobo's queh sound to be charming, but that is only because they can control the volume on their television. Try to imagine what being on the back of a giant bird is going to sound like. Like it turns around and just yells in your face, and you're just like, ah! It's not going to be nice. The loudest bird ever recorded, the white bellbird, can reach up to 125 decibels, while the average parrot can reach 111 decibels. To put this into perspective, the average thunderclap is 120 decibels. I found at least most of this information on a video from the BBC. The information about the thunderclap is in another reference that's in the references. According to a study by Cynthia A. Smith, our eardrums are sensitive to sounds even as low as 65 decibels, where we can start to see signs of physical trauma. This means that riding on a chocobo will contribute to hearing loss. In addition to all of that, being loud is just plain annoying. Thanks to data provided by the Temple University Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, many people report decibel levels in the higher 70s to be highly irritating. The second reason why chocobos are just plain awful is that they are giant chicken nuggets. The yellow color makes me think of McDonald's and their legendary Chicken McNuggets. So not only is our miserable, tasty-looking poultry steed going to attract dangerous predators, but it also promotes obesity. Now there does exist a debate about whether or not fast food causes obesity, as detailed in an article by William Revile, I'm going to call it Revile. William Revile, published in the Irish Times. Revile suggests that you could eat 2 egg white McMuffins for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and a Standard Valley meal for dinner, and be completely fine. But I would ask Mr. Revile, how many people in the world are actually going to eat McDonald's like that? Probably 12. The funny thing is that chocobos even resemble baby chicks. I'm not even making that up. Koichi Ishii, the person who created the chocobo, said in an interview that his inspiration for making the animal came from a chick that he purchased at a festival market. And he caused a very strong bond with this chick. So, he wanted to make an animal that people could feel connected to in the Final Fantasy games that you could also ride. And so he came up with this idea for a giant yellow-looking chick ostrich thing with eagle face. And that's how he came up with the idea for a chocobo. So, in other words, he basically confirmed that chocobos are indeed chicken nuggets. They're based off of a baby chick. It's a chicken nugget. The evidence is overwhelming. But at last we arrive to my third reason why chocobos are just awful. In short, they smell. Like any other animal, chocobos eat food, and they produce waste from that food, which must be expelled from the body regularly. It is all thanks to a natural, biological response induced in the large intestine of the chocobo. I even found a reference detailing the digestive system of a chicken just to prove my point. The worst part about all of this is that it's 100% avoidable. In many Final Fantasy installments, the player has access to some form of mechanical transportation that's obviously faster and safer than riding on the back of an animal. Such as Cloud's motorcycle in Final Fantasy VII, or the Regalia, an armored luxury car, used in Final Fantasy 15. It's actually used throughout the entire game. It's like your primary form of transportation is this armored luxury vehicle. I have provided a video that proves the existence of said vehicle, actually. With all of these expert points, there is really no excuse to ride a living chocobo anywhere. So in conclusion, chocobos are the worst animals to ride in the Final Fantasy franchise. They are loud, they make you fat, and they stink. I hope this has convinced you never to want to ride an adorable, lovable, horrid chocobo ever again. Thank you.